So that leads us to a fundamental understanding of what it means to be initiated. As somebody who initiates people, I cannot give you what you don't already have. God gives you the Orisha. It's my job as an initiator to unlock that in your Ori or consciousness. In the language of Odu Ifa, the initiator is described as one who tickles loose the ashe of your higher self from the center point of your consciousness. So this leads us to really a fundamental understanding that it is absolutely impossible to receive the wrong Orisha. Everybody has everything. So everybody can receive as many initiations as they need, as many Orishas as they need, and they can go into possession with as many different forms of consciousness as they need. So to explain that a little further, the source of white light in our consciousness is Allah. The spirit that guides Allah to our Ori is called Ela. Ela is the spirit of Orunmila. Orunmila is the historical prophet of our faith whose consciousness was illuminated by the spirit of light or the spirit of Allah. And that spirit is known as Ela from the Elysian Allah, meaning I am the light. So light, white light, from a physical point of view, from the point of view of physics and optics, white light includes the entire spectrum of the rainbow. The entire spectrum of the rainbow is what's visible to the human eye. So the universe we live in is the spectrum of light that's visible, and Ifa teaches and science teaches that there's a wide range of invisible realms that we can't see because they do not fall within the visible spectrum of our light. So when we talk about Orisha, we're talking about taking the spectrum of white light and reducing the vibration into different colors. And those different colors are absorbed into the body in different, what we call in English, chakras. In the language of Ifa, in the Yoruba language, chakras are called iwaju, from the Elysian iwa-oju, meaning I face my character. It's the inference in English is that I look at who I am. So the way we're set up as humans is that we have iwaju, ori, ipako, iburu, okan, ofun, tantikan, tantimeji, esikan, esimeji, otun, osi. These are all power centers in which a light enters and exits from the body based on the inclination of our character type, or the way our Ori is organized at birth, to filter different kinds of light that inform our consciousness and really define who we are in the world. So each of those iwaju, or chakras, is a filter for different kinds of light. So it's white, purple, blue, red, green, orange, yellow, and red are the colors that diffuse from our body easily and connect us to spiritual forces that carry those colors. Essentially, we live in a universe that's a giant sine wave. A sine wave means that everything we see is created by sound. As those waves become close together, they create what are called particles. As they separate, they create what are called waves. Depending on the longitude and amplitude of those waves, it generates a response in the eye which registers as color, and those colors are absorbed into the body as information. So that's the Orisha at the primal level, at the level that precedes the anthropomorphic or human form of Orisha. And everybody that's conscious, everybody that has Ori, is able to absorb all those colors, all those sources of information, all those channels of connection to spirit. But because of our chosen destiny, some of those chakras take precedent over others. In the common language of our faith, the chakras that take precedent is called the Orisha of our head. Even though the energy might come into different places of the body, parts of the body, it influences the way we see the world. So one way to look at that is white light illuminates our consciousness. The Orishas that influence us the most strongly create a colored lens through which that white light is filtered and through which we see the world. And that lens becomes the the basis for what I would call character types or personalities of the orishas that manifest in the behavior of certain individuals.